Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to do a video telling you guys my 4 most used palettes. And the reason that I thought that this was a pertinent video to make today was because I just filmed a video entitled palettes or items that are tempting my low buy. I have been on a makeup low buy for several months, and all of the new holiday releases are so tempting. There are so many beautiful, I mean, specifically eyeshadow palettes for me, that are just really drawing me in. I'm really feeling like I want to try them out. I want to buy them. And I needed to kind of reel myself in and remember, what are the palettes that I love and end up using the most before I decide which palettes I'm gonna splurge on during the holiday season. So I thought that I would make this video for you because I'm sure that you are feeling like I am. You are inundated with all these pictures of these adorable, beautiful palettes that are coming out for the holiday season. You are probably tempted to buy them. So this is just a video to say, look into your collection. Think about the things that you use all the time. What are the brands that you love? What are the brands that you continue to go back to time after time? What are the palettes that you continue to go back to time after time? And let that be a guide in helping you decide which palettes you want to buy for this holiday season. So my top 4 palettes, I'm going to start with my Anastasia palettes. I love Anastasia, the formulation of the Anastasia eyeshadows. I think that they're in my top 3. So I'm going to talk about my top 3 formulations of eyeshadow palettes today here. And I have, of my 4 favorite palettes, 2 of them are Anastasia palettes. And the reason that I love the Anastasia palettes so much are kind of several-fold. Number 1, I think that the quality of the shadows is so unbelievable. It does not bother me at all that they're a little bit powdery, that there's a little bit of fallout. I kind of love that because I find them to be very pigmented, but at the same time, I find them so easy to blend. My other big thing about the Anastasia palettes is that the shimmers, like when you put a shimmer on your lid, it pops. You don't have to use a shimmer glue. You don't have to use a ton of it. You just dip your brush into it, you put it on your lids, and your eyes pop. And I love that. It's like the mattes are fabulous, the shimmers are fabulous, and the colors are fabulous. The formula, the colors, everything about the Anastasia palettes are just so beautiful. So my most reached for palettes, 2 of my 4 most reached for palettes are my Anastasia. First is the Soft Glam, which I just love the color shades in here. I think that they're so beautiful. I think that the kind of, there's some light warm brown, there are a couple of cooler tones. I just think that these shadows are so beautiful, but mostly, like I said to you before, the mattes are easy to blend. The shimmers are so beautiful on your lids. I just think they blend together to create the most beautiful look. So I love the Soft Glam palette, and I think that the color selection is so beautiful. I just think that the palette is so well done, and I really am a person that likes mostly neutral colors. You know, I do wear mostly colors that are similar to those in the Soft Glam palette. So I love it. The next one is the Modern Renaissance palette. Of this palette, there is like a few of the colors that I just go to over and over and over again. I just think that they're gorgeous. And those colors are Tempera, The Mirror right here, Buen Fresco right here, Antique Bronze right here, and then Cypress Umber right here. So this top row of shadows, I go back to this over and over and over. I really have not used any of the very red ones at all, but this top row of shadows, with the exception of this one here, I use them all the time, and I absolutely love them. And I think that the colors, the blendability, the shimmer are just, I think they're just so good. I think they're better than most of the other shadows that you can get on the market. I find them to be better than the Too Faced shadows. I like them. I won't use Kat Von D shadows anymore, so I wouldn't compare them to that anymore. I like them better than the Tarte shadows, for sure. I like them better than the Lorac shadows. And the Lorac shadows are also very pigmented. I find them to be a little bit more Fallout-y than the Anastasia shadows. I did not have the Subculture palette, which people thought was different. So I don't know about that. I can't speak to that. But for these 2 palettes, I find them to be better than even the Lorac palettes. So I just, I reach for these two palettes over and over again all the time, and that makes me feel like if I'm gonna splurge on palettes over this holiday season, they should be Anastasia palettes. So these are two of my top 4 palettes that I reach for all the time. The next one I want to discuss with you is my Viseart Theory palette. Everybody loves Viseart palettes, but I think that this palette is just perfection. It's a neutral palette. I love a neutral palette. I do like warm eyeshadows on me, but I do like neutral to cool eyeshadows on me better. And so I love this palette. And I love it for the same reason that I love the Anastasia shadows. I just think that the color payoff and blendability of the mattes is so great, but the same thing for the shimmers. Like, you put the shimmers on your lids and they just pop. They look beautiful. It makes your eyes look stunning. And so the combination of the formula and the colors of this palette are just amazing, and I use it all the time. I'm always reaching for it. And the fourth and favorite palette that I reach for all the time is my Persona palette. I know that this is the only palette that Persona has put out, but I think it is one of the best palettes on the market. I think that the color selection is absolutely unbelievable. I think that the quality of the mattes and similarly the quality of the shimmer shadows are so fabulous. I think this is one of the most well thought out color selections, and the quality of the shadows is just so good. So I just wanted to share these 4 palettes with you because they're just the ones that I reach for over and over and over. And it's because the quality of the mattes and the shimmers are both amazing, but also the color selection, it just looks so fabulous. Every time I put it on my eyes, I am happy with the look that I come out with. And I cannot say the same thing for my Tarte shadows or for my Too Faced shadows or for my Lorac shadows. So I love, love, love these palettes. Think about the palettes that you reach for every day when you're making your holiday shopping list this year. And hopefully that will help you be selective and sensible about the things that you spend your hard-earned money on. I hope that you found this video useful or interesting. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video today, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.